Good evening and welcome to your Monday, September 9, 2024 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Kumu Moko hydropower systems to be completed by year-end. Oil in Berbice River not from power ship, says Armagon. Primary schools get storybooks to promote literacy. Children to be rewarded for reading. Mother of four stabbed to death by partner of 15 years. And girls 10 and 11 drowned in creek during birthday celebrations. Now for the news in detail. Works are well advanced on the US $12.8 million Kumu and Moko hydropower projects in Region 9, with the projects expected to be completed by year-end. Gerald Bryan reports.
To ensure that hinterland communities are provided with reliable electricity, the PBPC government has been implementing hydropower and solar energy projects. These projects include the US $12.8 million Kumu and Moko hydropower projects in Region 9, Upper Takatu, Upper Essequibo. According to the 2024 mid-year report, works on these projects were well advanced in the first half of the year. As a matter of fact, these two projects, 1.5 megawatts and 0.72 megawatts respectively, are expected to be completed by year-end. Meanwhile, a 0.65 megawatt solar farm being built in Madia was also substantially completed. This project is also expected to be commissioned later this year. Additionally, works for 3 solar farms will advance later this year, namely a 10 megawatt solar farm in Berbice, 8 megawatt solar farm in Essequibo, and a 0.6 megawatt solar farm at Leg 1. The government also reported it has distributed a total of 3,101 solar energy home systems in the first half of the year to off-grid households, including in riverine communities. Prime Minister, retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, had visited the projects at Kumu and Moko last year, where he had observed their importance to Region 9's energy landscape. These projects form part of the government's commitment to fostering energy security and reducing the country's reliance on fossil fuels. Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.
Region 6 Chairman David Armagon has denied allegations that waste oil from the power ship at Everton, East Bank, Berbice, is being discarded into the Berbice River. During a recent meeting with farmers, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa was told that the Berbice River is being polluted by waste oil, which is being deliberately dumped into the river. Chairman of the East Bank Berbice Fishermen Co-op Rishi Ram Kisoon told the minister that the oil was coming from the power barge that was contracted by GPL. But Armagon says the matter is still under investigation. Here's what he had to say.
There has been a complaint too that oil has been affecting some of the fisher folks within the area up on the East Bank. They don't know where the oil has been coming from. The claim was that it was coming from the ship, that was the electricity ship. But when people visited the electricity ship to find out that that was true, it was found out that that was not so. So we don't know where the oil is coming from. We have to find out if people are discharging oil into the river and if that is posing a problem for the fisher folks in that particular area.
In an effort to promote literacy among young pupils, the Ministry of Education today commissioned libraries at several primary schools. As we hear in this Kelroy Williams report, students will be rewarded for reading.
In observance of World Literacy Day, the Ministry of Education on Monday launched its Libraries for Primary Schools initiative. The event took place at the Grove Primary School on the East Bank of Demerara and was attended by the minister herself, Priya Manichan. Also attending the ceremony was Assistant Chief Education Officer with responsibility for literacy, Stembiso Grant, who explains that this initiative is part of a wider program which aims to eliminate illiteracy among children countrywide.
In the past few months, the National Literacy Department, of which I'm responsible for, has been mandated by the Honorable Minister of Education to work towards the elimination of illiteracy in schools as well as in our communities by developing and strengthening our literacy programs.
Through this initiative, the ministry has allocated a total of 460 storybooks to each primary school across the country. Moreover, in an effort to ensure students actually utilize this resource now available and develop a passion for reading, the ministry announced that it will be awarding each child who reads and gives written reports on 100 books they have read. The prizes were not disclosed. Meanwhile, in addition to storybooks, the minister said every child is now equipped with all the textbooks they require. In light of these investments, Minister Manichan said she anticipates better academic performances from students.
Now every child is getting every textbook they need, and we expect to see better results because of that.
Meanwhile, World Literacy Day is being observed under the theme Promoting Multilingual Education, Literacy for Mutual Understanding and Peace. In this regard, some of the storybooks in the libraries are aimed at fostering reading in different languages. Kelroy Williams, The Evening News.
An abusive relationship ended in murder on Sunday when a mother of 4 was stabbed to death by her partner of 15 years. Michael Henry reports that the man attempted suicide following the tragic incident.
29-year-old Alexis Harris, a mother of 4 children, was on Sunday stabbed to death by her estranged husband, a man who had been with her for some 15 years, according to her sisters. The incident occurred at her sister's house in Free and Easy Village on the west bank of Demerara, where Harris had been staying for some 2 months now, following an incident with her husband. Reports are that the woman and her children had moved out of her and her husband's home at Hillfoot, Linden Soosdijk Highway, after he had been abusive towards her. But according to the sisters, this was not the first time the couple was involved in a domestic dispute. In fact, after a series of abuse, they say their sister had in 2022 and 2023 turned to court for help.
She got to court for get back because he beat she and threatened she, and so he come and he beg back for she, and she eventually she take back. She got the 4 children, she take it back.
After the latest incident of abuse some 2 months ago, when the woman had moved out, she was still in touch with her husband via telephone. Then one day, he had visited her and the children, the oldest being aged 12 and the youngest 5. Sunday marked the second time he visited her and children since they moved away.
When he come, he bring a bag with a couple Guinness and the pink half a sack on the back, and he sit down on the bench and in the house. He didn't share money and stuff to buy ice cream. And he go upstairs and he broke up she phone. And then he come down back and she come down behind here and she sit down on the step, and he go and he pick up the bag and he collect the knife. Oh, all what we hear plashing, and she come down and she tell me the phone broke up. She come down behind. Yeah, and when she come down and she sit down on the step, he walk and he pick up the bag and go right in front of the step and open the bag and take out the knife. And hold she. And walk up to she and start stab she. And she big daughter went right behind she.
An autopsy conducted on the woman's body gave the cause of death as a stab wound to the heart. Meanwhile, the relative who was injured whilst trying to de-escalate the situation is said to be in a stable condition. The suspect, who fled the scene after committing the incident, was later found. He had 2 self-inflicted wounds on his abdomen and was taken to the West Demerara Regional Hospital, where he remains under police guard. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
Girl cousins aged 10 and 11 drowned during a birthday celebration at the Enchanter Creek, Linden Soosdijk Highway on Sunday. Dead are 11-year-old Joylyn Jack and 10-year-old Akira LaRose, who was celebrating her birthday. Reports are that the incident occurred around 15 hours 30 when the 2 young girls went missing while playing in the creek. LaRose of Lot 95 Stuartville, West Coast Demerara, and Jack of 1726 Tushan, West Coast Demerara, were part of a family gathering with their grandmother, Allison Class, and Joylyn's father, Oswald Jack. After it was observed that the girls were missing, an alarm was raised, a search party was formed, and the girls were eventually found in the water unresponsive. They were rushed to the Diamond Diagnostic Center by police and public-spirited persons, but despite efforts to revive them, both were pronounced dead on arrival at the medical facility. Police in a statement said that ranks conducted an examination of the bodies and no marks of violence were detected. Coming up, Education Ministry to clamp down on underperforming teachers, and President Ali blasts APNU AFC for non-productive, wasteful spending. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Guys, I think I'm in love! Wow!
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the tiles. Where did you get them?
Oh, Mima Decor, obviously the best tile store in Guyana. Come, let me take you there.
My kitchen, my bathroom, my floors. Mima Decor has everything. And the prices are great too.
So, yeah, I want to have a date now.
We can build on that.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Types of transactions. Anyone eligible for registration is required to visit the registration office responsible for his or her area of residence to apply for registration. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were last registered. Apply for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered could request that their photographs be retaken if the quality of the photographs on their ID cards is unacceptable. Collect their new ID cards if they have not done so as yet. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.
Did you know that Gassi's Jet A1 fuel is a type of aviation fuel specially formulated for turbine engines? Jet A1 fuel is safer to handle and transport than any other fuel types due to its high flash point and low volatility. It also boasts a high energy content, enhancing aircraft performance and efficiency. So whether traveling for business or pleasure, choose Guyana's Jet A1 fuel for a safe, reliable, and efficient flight.
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe. Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. An electric bike rider this morning died after he fell into a pothole while traversing along the railway embankment road in the vicinity of the University of Guyana Access Road. 58-year-old Dexter Jacobs of South Better Hope, East Coast Demerara, met his demise at around 8 hours 55. Police said the man was moving at a fast rate when he fell into the pothole, lost control of the bike, and as a result fell onto the roadway where he sustained injuries. The man was picked up by public-spirited citizens and a police rank, placed into a vehicle and taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. We now tell you that a man is now dead while his girlfriend is seriously injured following a hit-and-run accident at Now Never, MAHAICONY Region 5 on Saturday night. Dead is 38-year-old Mark Williams of Parfaith Harmony, while the injured person is 34-year-old Lisa Singh of MAHAICONY. Reports are that the couple was on a motorcycle heading to her home when they were struck down by a motorcar, which later fled the scene. Eyewitnesses indicated that a white Toyota Fielder wagon was the vehicle involved in the accident. Williams and Singh were both rushed to the MAHAICONY Hospital, where Williams was pronounced dead. Singh, who sustained a broken arm and multiple injuries, was transferred to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. Authorities are still searching for the driver responsible for the accident. Following an inspection by Minister of Public Works Juan Edgel and his team of engineers, it has been discovered that works along the Letem to Kurupukari Trail are significantly behind schedule and that works are at a standstill. As such, the contractors have been given 2 weeks to resume works. Kelroy Williams has the details.
Public Works Minister Juan Edgel on Saturday inspected the ongoing works at the Prayer Bridge and other works along the Letem to Kurupukari corridor. Prior to the inspection, the minister was told that a substantial amount of road works was already completed, but upon his visit, the opposite was disclosed.
Based upon the reports that I'm receiving, it says we have completed about 85% of what needs to be done. So,
That's what is reported, but based on what we saw,
it's not 85%. In the report I got in the office, they say 85%. But I'm agreeing with my engineer. Based upon what we drove around and walked around and saw, a lot of work still have to be done under that contract.
In this regard, the minister ordered that the contractors resume works within 2 weeks.
The first thing we're going to get done is enforcing compliance of the contract that was already issued, which means all the culverts and the wing walls and the completion of that contract, because government not going to spend money for a man not to do his work. I am giving a deadline today. Because of where you're located, the contractor must be fully mobilized and work in execution within 2 weeks from today.
Meanwhile, with regards to the Prayer Bridge, the minister charged the contractors to ensure the project's completion by Christmas. The Prayer Bridge is one of 32 concrete bridges being constructed along the Kurupukari to Letem corridor. Upon completion, the bridge is expected to significantly improve connectivity and ease of travel to and from the hinterland. Kelroy Williams, The Evening News.
For the first time ever, the village of Swan along the Linden-Soosdijk Highway has its own health center. Michael Henry reports that the facility was commissioned yesterday by Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony.
We are very pleased that we can now officially open this health center that we have built here at Swan. This was something that we wanted to do because we recognize you have a relatively new community and you have a lot of children and other persons who are living here. And if you have to access health care, it is going to be difficult for you to go to the neighboring health center.
That was Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony during Monday's commissioning of the brand new $45 million Swan Health Center. In line with the primary healthcare goal of prevention being better than cure, the center will offer a range of vaccination services, maternal and child health programs, and contraceptive services including family planning. Residents will also receive a schedule outlining the clinic's operation and the range of other services provided. Noting that the population of Swan Village and surrounding areas is significantly growing, the health minister underscored the importance of this new facility.
With where you're located and of course the population that you have, that you deserve to have your own health facility here. You would have seen steady progress over the last couple of years. So since the PPP government has come back to office, one of the things that we've been doing is working to see how we can improve the lives of our community. This is like a strip of progress that you have in this community. Because from the time you drive in here and you look at this one side, you can see all the government buildings. You got community center, you got quarters, you got a new school, and now you have a new addition, which is this health facility.
Minister Anthony also encouraged persons within the community to pursue careers in the medical field.
We are looking for nursing assistants, right? People who can be nursing assistants. That is a one-year program. And once you find people, we can put them on training. And when they're done trained, we're going to employ them. They're going to get a job with the ministry. Right? Same thing, we are looking for people to be nurses. That's a longer program. They're going to take 3 years. Right? But we're going to give them the training. Once they finish the training, they're going to get a job with the ministry.
Meanwhile, the minister said a team of professionals will visit the community on September 26 to provide services such as HPV vaccinations, distribution of vouchers for cervical cancer screening, and other health services. He encouraged residents to take advantage of what is being offered. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa is calling on farmers to conserve water as Guyana braces for a heat wave. Let's find out more from Andrew Carmichael.
The Hydrometeorological Services is forecasting above normal temperatures across Guyana from September to November 2024. Speaking on the sidelines of a farmers' engagement on the quarantine Saturday, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said farmers need to pay special attention to ensure they conserve irrigation water.
I want to advise the farmers to conserve on water, not to block up waterways, to ensure that we conserve on the irrigation water mostly, and we don't drain out the irrigation water from the irrigation canal through the drainage canal. So I asked NDIA to put in a mechanism in place to monitor these canals to ensure that we have all systems in place so that all the structures must be operable during this period.
The Hydrometeorological Office has explained that September and November is typically the warmest months of the year, particularly in September and October when extreme heat and heat wave days are common. The forecast indicates an increased likelihood of higher than average temperatures, which could have widespread effects on public health, agriculture, and livestock. Also, the period is considered the driest months in coastal regions in Guyana. The Hydrometeorological Office forecast also indicates that farmers may face challenges due to reduced water availability and increased stress on crops, leading to lower yield. Prolonged exposure to high temperatures can affect the growth and productivity of key crops, and water-intensive crops are particularly vulnerable. According to the Agriculture Minister, a task force comprising the NDIA and other agencies that fall under the Agriculture Ministry is currently engaged to ensure that enough resources are available to tackle issues that may arise as a result of above normal temperatures.
It came out not so long ago on an extensive dry weather, almost a year of El Nino condition. And we have had some major work done. And I think the NDIA, together with the other agencies, we have had a task force working very diligently to ensure that we have enough resources for this intended dry weather purpose. So the conservancies around the country have reached back their normal level. There are a lot of other irrigation canals that we are making available to farmers, and there are pumps being made available. As a matter of fact, just now at this meeting, there are a number of issues raised with in these areas. So we are making resources available, and yes, the Ministry of Agriculture through the various agencies are preparing and ensuring that we prepare for this dry weather.
Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
Fidemara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Wednesday, September 11, 2024 at 22 hours 15 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, Fiburbisford Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic at 9 hours 5 on Wednesday, September 11, 2024, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
Let's now take a look at the local stock exchange market complements of GASI.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office hours, Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 hours, 13 hours to 16 hours 30, and Friday from 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact the GCOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Miners, welders, and contractors. Have broken parts caused you tremendous downtime? Do you need an extra heavy-duty, dependable welding machine that will get the toughest jobs done and can also double as a generator to power all of your tools? Well, your #1 industrial solutions provider Sylvies has you covered. We currently have in stock the Hobart Champion Elite Arc Welder and Generator. This capable electric start generator produces up to 11,000 watts of AC power to run tools, work lights, or backup power during an outage. It can simultaneously deliver 150 amps weld output and 8,000 watts of generator power and can run up to 14 hours on one 12-gallon tank of gas. This portable generator handles mild steel, stainless steel, and cast iron with a maximum thickness of ½ inch in a single pass. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
It's Scipio. from every nation in the Caribbean. It's larger than life. We're building legends in this Caribbean nation. We're all in. It's CPL time.
We're all in. Republic Bank, title sponsor and official bank of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier